What a strange day we are having here in England. The weather can't make up its mind. Here we go again. Yes, we are live across YouTube, across the internet. In fact, we are all together again. It is another English Addict live stream from the birthplace of the English language, which just happens to be England. Here we go again. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling good? I hope you are feeling happy and well. We are together again. I am outside in the garden. However, I think it is fair to point out that the weather today is very strange. I will be honest with you. We are having everything. This morning it was raining. Then we had lots of cloud. Grey clouds were hanging over my garden. And then that went away. And now the sun is out. However, we are now having a very strong gale. In fact, the wind was so strong, part of my little gazebo came apart. So I've been busy here trying to repair my gazebo, so I hope it doesn't blow away again. I hope you're feeling all right. Stay with me. Don't go away, because today you might see my gazebo, my little shelter, fly away with the strange gusts of wind that are happening today. It is a very strange day. It is supposed to be summer. The cows also have come to say hello. Hello cows, I can see you, but unfortunately we can't say hello to you today. I'm very sorry about that. Here we are again. I hope you are having a good day. Yes, we have made it all the way to the end of the week, and also the end of the weekend as well, because it's Sunday. I want to show you the cows, but I can't, unfortunately. They are now gathering by the fence. They think I'm going to go over to feed them, you see. They're getting very excited over there. I'm ever so sorry. I'm ever so sorry. I can't come over to say hello. Stop fighting. I don't know why these cows, sometimes they start fighting for no reason. I have a feeling there is very little grass left in that field. They've been there for around 4 months. And to be honest with you, there isn't much grass left. It is so short. So that's probably the reason why they are fighting over the grass that remains. Well, we are here. I suppose I should say hello to everyone watching at the moment. It's ever so nice to see you here. I hope you are having a good day, and I hope you had a good weekend as well. Yesterday we went into town. Now every Saturday we've started going into town. Unfortunately we don't go to the tea room, but we do go to get a little bit of shopping from town. Yesterday I decided to be very good. Yesterday I wore my mask. So whilst we were in town, whilst we were in the shops, I wore my mask like a good boy. Although I did notice that most people didn't wear their face masks in the shops. However, I walked around feeling very smug because I was doing the right thing. I felt very pleased with myself because I was wearing my mask. The only problem is when you wear a face mask with glasses, quite often your glasses will steam up, so you can't see where you're going. Anyway, that's what I did yesterday. What did you do yesterday? Anything special for your Saturday? And what about Sunday? Are you doing anything special today besides watching me? I hope you're feeling super duper, hunky dory, as fit as a fiddle, and you are ready for a little bit of English Addict Live. And as you can see, today it is episode 99. I can't believe it. We've made it all the way to episode 99 of English Addict, which means on Wednesday, the next English Addict, it will be episode 100. Wow, already. Don't forget, during July, I am also doing some extra live streams as well. So not only am I here on Sunday, Wednesday and Friday, those are my normal days, you can also catch me on Monday, Tuesday and Thursday during July. So I'm doing some extra live streams during the month of July. And as I mentioned on my previous English Addict, everything is starting to get back to normal here in the UK. Well, especially here in England. From the 1st of August, everything is going to go back to normal. Well, nearly normal. About 60% normal. The rest of it still a little bit weird, to be honest with you. Oh, hello to the live chat. I don't want to forget the live chat, or else you will say, Mr. Duncan, why did you forget the live chat? Please don't forget us. I will try my best not to. Hello Vitas. Guess what, Vitas? You have been training your finger. I think yesterday Vitas was actually training his finger. So a lot of us at the moment, we are all being told to get more exercise, but I think Vitas has been exercising his finger because you were able to click very quickly, and you are today's first chatter, your first chat on the live stream today. Vitas, he has a very fast finger. Hello also Mary Glau, Mosen, Beatriz is here as well. We also have Thomas. Hello Thomas. Thank you very much for watching in the Czech Republic. Can I just say, it is freezing out here. Why is it so cold? It's supposed to be summer, for goodness sake. Why does it feel so cold out here? I'm absolutely freezing. I decided to wear my t-shirt, but unfortunately, it's not as warm as it appears. Even though it's summer, it is supposed to be summer, but it's not very warm. Hello also to Luis Mendez is here today. Lehigh Kwang, Mr. Bruno is also here watching in Switzerland. Thank you for joining me today, Mr. Bruno. Very nice to see you here also. Hello to Maria. I'm saying hello to Maria. Pedro, hello folks. We are once again together. Hello Pedro, hope you're feeling good. This is, of course, we are talking to the new Pedro. The new and improved Pedro. He's had an update. Hello also Maria again. Alessandro, nice to see you as well. Mr. Duncan, today there will also be Mr. Steve. Yes, Mr. Steve will be here. Now a lot of people think that Steve is also a teacher, but he isn't. He doesn't teach English. He does other things besides that, but he is not a teacher. However, he likes to join me on Sunday. He likes to chat about all sorts of things. I wonder what Steve will be talking about today. Maybe he will be talking about the current situation with lockdown. Maybe he'll be talking about the economy. I have a feeling that Steve will be talking a lot about cars. As you know, it is one of his favourite subjects. It really is. Hello also Andy Starr. Hello Andy. Oh, you're having very similar weather in Moscow, apparently. In the USA, they are having incredibly high temperatures. I think yesterday in the state of New York, I think it was around 40 degrees yesterday. So they are having some very high temperatures at the moment in the USA. But what is the weather like where you are? It's supposed to be summer here, but it doesn't really feel like it. Last night, I was in the house last night, and can you believe it? I was actually wearing my thick winter jumper. I was wearing some woolen clothing to keep me warm last night. It did get very chilly last night. I don't know what's happening. We are going to have a little summer walk later on, because I really do feel like showing and allowing you to see that summer can be very nice here in the UK. So that's what I want to do. Today we will be doing all of those things. Oh, and of course, I have been asked, Mr. Duncan, can you please play the sentence game on Sunday? Because normally I play it on Wednesday and sometimes on Friday, but I don't normally play it on Sunday. Today we are going to play the sentence game. We are taking a look at words in the sentence game. They all begin with the letter I. You can see it over there. There he is saying hello. Hello, Mr. I. So the letter I will be what we will be looking at today. You might hear some noise behind me. There are aeroplanes flying overhead. There are lawn mowers whirring away. Who would have thought that the countryside would be so noisy? Who would have thought it? I don't know. Can I say a big thank you, by the way? Thank you very much to Sandra Gonzalez. Sandra Gonzalez, thank you very much for your lovely donation that I received yesterday. I had a lovely surprise. Thank you, Sandra. Very kind of you to send a lovely donation through PayPal. And if you feel like doing the same thing, you are more than welcome to do so. It is up to you to help my work continue forever and ever and ever. There is the address on the screen. And thank you once again to Sandra Gonzalez for your donation that I received yesterday. Thank you very much. How lovely. Very nice. We also have some unusual words to look at today. I'm just checking my watch. Have you ever noticed some people? They often look at their watch, even if they're not in a hurry. Some people just can't stop looking at their watch. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm keeping an eye on the time because Mr. Steve will be with us in a few moments' time. He will be right here on today's English Addict. I can't believe how windy it is. This morning when I woke up, it was beautiful outside. We didn't have any wind, just lots of sunshine. But now, for some reason, it has become very windy. It does not feel like summer. However, here we go. I'm going to remind you. I want to remind you just how nice the weather can be here in the UK. So here is a little video clip that I want to show you. A short video, and you will see summer here in England can actually be quite nice. A few days ago I was actually walking through this very field here, and if you remember, I promised that I would show you the bloom of the wild garlic. So as you can see, all of the wild garlic has now come into bloom, and I really do wish you could smell the aroma in the air. It smells very garlicky. Filming in the woods on a summer's day might look like a very enjoyable way to pass the time. It might look like something that is very pleasurable and relaxing. However, there are some things you have to be aware of, such as small obstacles hidden in the undergrowth. For example, this tiny piece of wood. Look, this little piece of wood. It looks so innocent, doesn't it? However, if I were to step on this piece of wood, and if it were to roll underneath my foot as I step onto it, I could fall over. I might break an arm or a leg, or even worse, my neck. If you were watching at the start of today's live stream, you would have seen me standing in front of this lovely field. Isn't it beautiful? I must say it really does feel as if summer is in the air now because of this. This particular field is full of rapeseed. Now this is something that I've been showing you over the past couple of weeks during my live streams, and now we can see it up close and personal. As I've mentioned before, rapeseed is used for making food oils and also for making biofuels as well. Modern fuels which are made from things that are renewable. So these plants every year will grow and they can be harvested to make biofuels. It is something that has become very popular. Just to show how popular biofuels are nowadays, many of the fields in this area are full of rapeseed, which is good for the environment, but not very good news for me, because I suffer from hay fever. Every single year I get terrible hay fever, which causes me to sneeze. It makes my eyes very itchy. In fact, as I'm standing here now, I can feel my nose becoming very itchy. I feel as if I want to sneeze. So there you can see it, the beautiful rapeseed growing around the area in which I live. Many people asking, Mr. Duncan, where do you live? Where do you normally broadcast your live streams from? Normally I broadcast from my little studio in Much Wenlock, which is situated in the county of Shropshire. You know, there's nothing I enjoy more on a day like this than going for a wander. The word wonder can have more than one meaning. It can also be spelt in different ways. There is wonder with A and wonder with O. Wonder with A means to roam around. You roam around in a casual way. You wander. You wander around the field. You wander around the town. And then there is wonder spelt with an O. That particular wonder means to be amazed by something. Something that is amazing to think about is a wonder. You might say wonders of the universe or wonders of nature. So there are two different types of wonder. Now I am going for a wander over there. We are all together again on a Sunday. I hope you enjoyed that. Just to show you that we do actually have nice weather here in England, even though this year, besides all the other things that are going on, our summer is not going very well, even though it looks quite nice now. Sometimes looks can be deceiving though. It looks quite pleasant, but as you can see, I've now put my shirt over my t-shirt because it's not as warm as it looks, to be honest. Now I'm supposed to have Mr. Steve here, but I don't know where he is. I said to Mr. Steve 5 minutes ago, I said 5 minutes, Mr. Steve, 5 minutes, you must be here, and he's not. So I have absolutely no idea where Mr. Steve is, so I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait for Steve. He should have been here. I'm going to be awkward. I don't know where Steve is. He should be here right now, chatting to us. We have the sentence game coming a little bit later on, by the way. The sentence game today, looking at the letter I. Does anyone know where Mr. Steve is? Sometimes Mr. Steve's attention span is not very long. And I think this is a very good example of that situation, if I was honest with you. So we'll just wait. We'll see where Mr. Steve is. I did give him 5 minutes, by the way. I gave him a 5-minute warning. I said, Mr. Steve, you are on in 5 minutes. Where is he? He is nowhere to be seen. Saturina says it's a lovely sunny day and the sea is so blue. I'm a little bit jealous there because you are looking out of your window, or maybe you are sitting on your balcony watching the beautiful sea. This is good, this is, isn't it? Are you enjoying this? Welcome to a new feature on the show that I call Waiting for Mr. Steve. Vita says, yes, again your neighbours are mowing the grass. I know. I think they wait. They wait until I come on, and then they get their lawn mowers and their noisy equipment and they use it all around me. This is really good. I'm really enjoying this. Waiting for Mr. Steve. It's great, this is. What is it now? 3 minutes. 3 minutes I've been waiting for Mr. Steve. It's good. Alessandra says, I think Mr. Steve is actually reading a car magazine. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know. Who is lying on the lawn behind Mr. Duncan? Fortunately, no one. Although I might be in a moment. I might actually be down there, lying on the lawn, waiting for Steve. I don't know where he is. He's supposed to be here. Isn't this good? It's only taken me 6 hours to prepare all of this. This is very bizarre. I said, Mr. Steve, come at past. He must be here 5 minutes before past. And I did say. This is not a joke, by the way. I don't know where Steve is. He's supposed to be here now. We're supposed to be standing here talking to each other and having fun. But instead, I'm just waiting for Steve to arrive. Shall we just forget about Steve? Shall we forget him? Okay, then. Oh, hello, Lydia. The lawnmower isn't allowed on Sunday in my country. That is a great idea. Maybe we should adopt that idea here. I think so. So in your country, you are not allowed to actually use any noisy equipment. Yes, I think they should do that here. I think that's a great idea. I like that idea a lot. I really do. Meanwhile, where is Steve? It's now 5 minutes, and I still have no idea where Steve is. How's your Sunday, by the way? Are you having a good Sunday today? Good. I hope so. Dillara says, who is Mr. Steve? Well, hopefully soon you will find out. When he decides to come and say hello. But I don't know where he is. So it's 10 minutes now. 10 minutes since I said to Steve that we are about to go live together. But no, I don't know where he's gone. I think he must be looking at something on the internet. Maybe he's been distracted by maybe a sports car, or maybe he's dreaming of something nice, perhaps. Anyway, it's only been 5 minutes, and 6 minutes now we're waiting for Steve. That's good. Where is Mr. Steve? We can't do anything until he arrives. We can actually see you, by the way.
You're on now.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Oh, Grace. I've just literally stood here for 5 minutes.
Well, you're a professional, Mr. Duncan.
Yes, I am.
You're a professional.
One of us is. What were you doing?
I've been battling ants, Mr. Duncan.
Okay.
I've been battling ants.
You don't have to shout. Okay.
Ants. Little tiny ants.
Ants.
Yes, we've been invaded.
I gave you... Do you remember 5 minutes? I said 5 minutes we'll be on, and then you vanished. You just vanished. And then I came back on and I said, Mr. Steve's coming, and then you didn't. And it's now, look, 7 minutes.
Oh, I must have misheard you, Mr. Duncan. I thought you said not yet. Anyway, I'm here now. That's all that matters.
Welcome to Mr. Steve's last appearance on the... no, not really. I'm joking. It's not. It's supposed to be summer, by the way, and it's freezing.
It's freezing. I've put a shirt on.
Yes.
And a collar.
Okay.
A shirt and a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought it's a bit cold out here.
Mm.
And mind you, I got a bit hot battling the ants.
Okay, then. Yeah, we've ascertained that you've been...
I've murdered probably 100 ants today.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel bad about it because, of course, if you've watched that film, Ants, A-N-T-Z, it was a cartoon film from about 15 years ago, would you say, Mr. Duncan?
Ants. Oh, do you mean like it was one of those Pixar films?
That's right.
Yes.
And, of course, it turns the ants into sort of human beings. And you think they've all got little personalities.
Anthropomorphisize.
That's it. Well, yes, you're the professional.
Yes.
Anthropomorphisize.
That's very apparent. It's very apparent.
And anyway, yes. So, of course, you think of each ant as sort of talking to its friends after you watch films like that. And, of course, it makes you uncomfortable to put poison down.
Yes.
And block all their entries into the house.
It can be very painful
Mr. Duncan.
Can I just say something without you squeaking over me?
You want to be on now? You're trying to silence me.
Yeah. Well, do you know I was literally standing here doing nothing for 5 minutes?
Well, you've always got something to do.
Yes, but sometimes we have to make sure that it's very accurate. You see,
right?
Accurate.
I'm going to get this in the neck later.
I run a very tight professional ship.
Think of the lovely meal I cooked last night for you, Mr. Duncan.
It was all right. Yeah, but I helped.
You peeled the potatoes.
Yes. The best part of the meal.
Yes, but the chemistry.
This is turning into some sort of domestic argument.
Well, I didn't.
You can come a bit closer, by the way.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
That's better.
I didn't think you wanted me closer.
You're actually on camera now. That's good. We can actually see you instead of just your left shoulder. So,
Mr. Duncan hates disorder, says Jade.
I do. Well, sometimes you have to keep things tight and professional. I spent 6 hours today preparing all of this, getting it all together. And then I said to Steve, 5 minutes. And then
I didn't hear you say 5 minutes. But anyway, we won't talk about that now.
No,
it's unprofessional to talk about me being late.
We'll be talking about it later on, I tell you, when I get my...
Poor Aunt, says Mary. I know, but the thing is, what do you do when you've got ants coming into your house?
Yeah.
You know, and hundreds of them, loads of them.
Yes.
I mean, you've got to do something, haven't you? You can't just let them live and just take over your house.
No, well, what do you mean take over? What are the ants going to do? Are they going to just move in? Are they going to be watching television? And maybe you want to watch a different channel, but the ants want to watch something else. Is that what you mean? Maybe they'll move in.
You've got to keep the wildlife out of your house.
You have.
Otherwise, you know, I found a rat hole as well, Mr. Duncan. I'll tell you about that later, though.
Okay. Well, you've told me now, really, haven't you? Technically, you've told me now.
I have to poison those as well.
Yes, this is great.
Anyway.
Talking of dead animals,
yes.
I think... Talking of dead animals...
No, I don't think we should mention that.
Why?
Because the person I think that you're talking about has asked me not to tell anyone.
Oh, okay, then. We won't mention that, then.
Let's just say someone we know.
Why would that be a secret?
Well, as long as we don't say... name names or anything
so
like that.
If anyone from the Daily Mail or one of the big newspapers or news agencies, because I know there's nothing else happening in the world at the moment, but please don't report that, what I just said. We were going to talk about... I had a whole thing planned, by the way, in my head that we were going to talk about. Now I've had to remove a chunk of that now. It's gone.
Why?
It's gone. I was going to talk about something. And now I can't.
Yes, but let's just say somebody we know,
what?
Their dog has died.
Why do we know weird people? I really do wish we knew normal people.
Oh, that's what people's, what do you mean normal people?
Who aren't weird.
God, blimey. We're anything but normal, Mr. Duncan. They're probably saying the same thing about us.
To be honest with you, I used to think I was weird, but since moving here to the countryside, I've realised that I might be the sanest and most normal person in the world.
Mr. Duncan, we've got neighbours that can hear your every word.
Okay, well that's why...
We're not talking about them, of course.
No.
Other people.
Okay.
Is this... Somebody said, is your hat... somebody said, asked me about my... Is it a Borsellino? No, it's a... can't remember the name of it. What's it called, Mr. Duncan?
Tilly.
Tilly. It's a Tilly. Tilley. They're made in Canada. And obviously they sell them all over the world, but it's called a Tilly hat.
Okay.
Or, as Mr. Duncan calls it, a silly hat.
Well, it is a bit silly.
It keeps the sun off me and helps me to stay young and beautiful.
The strange thing about today, here's the thing, and I know this is live, you see, so my reactions are spontaneous. So this is not fake. Because if you watch television nowadays, everything on the television is fake. It's all people pretending to do things and pretending to have conversations. But this is real. Steve disappeared. I didn't know where he was. He's come now. Not a care in the world. He doesn't care about my show. He doesn't care how professional I am.
I've devoted hours of my life to your show, Mr. Duncan, and that's all the thanks I get.
Well, okay then.
I don't have to do this. Anyway, no, we're not having a domestic. It's all fake. I'm going to sneeze, Mr. Duncan. Oh, bless you. Bless me, rather. Again, I don't get a bless you.
This morning I was thinking maybe I should do my live stream in the studio. But I thought, no, I'll come outside. It'll be so lovely and peaceful. And then Steve can join us and we'll have a lovely time. None of that has happened for various reasons. My neighbour decided to start mowing the lawn. Ooh. And then an aeroplane flew right over the house.
I heard the aeroplane.
Did you hear the plane?
The thing is, we can't... Well, we ought to, Mr. Duncan. We ought to put out an announcement.
Yes.
And say 4 o'clock, no planes. Nobody is allowed to use any garden equipment.
You should not.
Everything must be peace and quiet. But we can't do that, Mr. Duncan, because it's, people have got to mow their lawns and they've got to get on with their lives and fly their planes.
It's their human rights to be able to cut their grass. Well,
even the BBC have problems when they're broadcasting outside. People come and disturb them and shout and put banners up.
Yes, well, that's all right.
Nobody's immune.
No, that's okay. That's fine. Anyway, I might just go back to bed. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of actually just going.
People like check shirts. People are saying they like check shirts.
Check shirts.
I like them, says Zoe, and also Mary says as well.
Did you know in some countries you're not allowed to cut your grass or make any noise on a Sunday? It's actually illegal.
Well, I think in this country, of course, people used to respect the Sabbath. Did they not, Mr. Duncan?
I've never
special day for Christians.
I have never respected the Sabbath. I'll be honest with you.
You heathen.
Yes.
As we would say.
Some people might call me a heathen or an infidel, something like that, maybe.
Yes, well, when we grew up, of course, Mr. Duncan. What's the matter?
It's all right. The grass from next door is now going up my nose.
Oh, Mr. Duncan's having a bad day.
Oh. Well, the problem is I suffer from hay fever, and the worst thing that could happen near me is having your grass cut. So now... Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I'll take over, Mr. Duncan. But when we grew up, of course, all the shops were shut on Sunday.
All of them?
In this country, yes, you couldn't go to the shops on a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
In the 1970s.
Oh.
Everything was shut because it was seen as a holy day.
A holy day?
Yes. Everyone has their holy day, whatever their religion. But of course now we don't respect it at all.
We don't?
I'm not saying we should one way or the other.
Okay then.
But I'm just an observation. When we grew up, you couldn't go down to the shops and buy milk on a Sunday.
No.
tough if you'd run out.
But if you were lucky enough to have a cow in your garden, you could just go out and milk the cow. Have you ever milked a cow?
No. I've never had my hands on teats.
Teats?
Yes.
Now there's a word I didn't expect to hear today. Teats.
I haven't had my hands anywhere near mammary glands of any animal.
Mammary glands?
Yes. That's the technical term for...
You could just say udder. I've never been near a cow's udder. I've never milked a cow. I want to try. Maybe we could catch one of the cows at the back of the house.
Yes.
And try to milk it to see what happens. I've never milked an animal ever.
I wonder what it's like, having your hands on a teat.
Don't know. I can safely say I've never had my hands on anyone's teat.
What about when you were a baby, when you were breastfed? So, there we go. Somebody else is in the garden. Mr. Duncan's going to get angry in a minute. He's heard you complaining. That is quite noisy, I've got to say. But we carry on as professionals, Mr. Duncan, no matter what is happening outside. Imagine it's protesters, and you have to stay concentrated on your viewers.
I'm not sure. It might actually be a protest. Who knows? They might actually be protesting. Mr. Duncan, we are sick of you doing your stupid broadcasting from your garden. Can you stop doing it?
Yes, I drink soya milk, says Jade. Okay. Oh, yes, we were talking about cow's milk. Yes, well, I do as well sometimes. Sometimes I mix it. Milk and... Because soya... It's an acquired taste, isn't it?
It is.
Mr. Duncan, you either like it or you don't.
Yes.
I don't think you ever like it, but you tolerate it, I would say. Well, I personally, I don't really like the taste of soya milk. And of course, for men, there is some evidence to suggest if you have too much soya milk, then, you get a bit infertile.
You turn into a lady.
Yes, because the soya milk has hormones in it, chemicals that mimic female hormones.
Yeah. So if you drink a lot of soya products and you're a male, so you might actually become a beautiful lady instead, which might come in handy for some people because you might want to be a lady, you see.
Maybe it's a cheap sex change, just drink lots of soya milk.
So instead of having all that horrible surgery and everything cut off, you can just drink lots of soya milk and then you will turn into a lovely, beautiful, glamorous lady. I like that.
I wonder if it would stop your hair falling out. Because obviously me being follically challenged...
I think everything else would fall off except your hair.
Yes, maybe you could reduce your male hormone levels with soya milk and thus maintain a thick head of hair.
But you will also have breasts.
You'll have breasts and...
Yes.
Nobody be attracted to you because you won't be able to perform in the environment of the bedroom. Because obviously, you need male hormones.
Can I just stop this live stream? Can I just stop this and we start again? Do you want to do that?
Do you want me to go?
No. Oh,
okay.
No, don't. No, I'm not asking you to go, no. I'm just saying let's do this again. Shall we just pretend that this didn't happen? Everything that happened up to this point, we're going to pretend it didn't happen. I'm deleting this live stream, by the way.
I apologise to Mr. Duncan.
No one is ever going to see this live stream. This is being deleted. It's going.
For the record, I will apologise to you. So there we go.
That's what I was waiting for, you see. I was waiting for Steve to apologise, but he didn't, you see.
Well, I have done it. Well, I still haven't got a bless you for my sneeze.
Let's put
I sneezed last week and you didn't say bless you, and I haven't forgiven you, which is why I came on late today.
Let's put it this way, Steve. There's no way you're getting a bless you now. There's no blessings coming from me.
I think Andy's milked a cow, according to this. If you become a lady, you are less dangerous, Mr. Duncan. I wouldn't say that. What does Tilly mean? It's just it's just the name of the hat. It's a name.
Yes.
It's the make.
Yes.
The maker's name, Tilly. that's actually somebody's name. You can call somebody Tilly, can't you, with a name?
Yes.
It's a girl's name, I think,
Yes.
as well.
I think it's actually abbreviated Matilda. If your name is Matilda, they might call you Tilly, you see?
Ah, right. Mohammed has a pet turtle.
Okay.
We like turtles, don't we?
We do. We don't get many turtles round here.
We like them as creatures.
No. We do get tortoises.
But you've got a screensaver, a turtle screensaver on your computer,
Yes.
haven't you? You've had it for years. It's swimming. It's in the sea. It's got a lovely sort of face.
It has.
And how we got onto turtles, I don't know. Well, it's Mohammed's fault.
Thank you, Mohammed, for bringing up turtles. I feel it was a welcome change in the conversation.
Lewis says that there are machines for milking Mr. Duncan.
The machines for milking Mr. Duncan. Sorry.
What Lewis says.
Let's have a look at this.
There are machines for milking Mr. Duncan.
No, not for milking Mr. Duncan. I think they mean...
Oh, right, I see.
I was going to say, I might actually be interested in buying one of those, to be honest.
Yes, so there are machines for milking
Can you get those on the internet?
Mr. Duncan.
Machines for milking Mr. Duncan.
There's a pause in between milking and Mr. Duncan.
Sometimes those commas can be very useful in sentences.
Yes. Oh, yes.
There are machines for milking Mr. Duncan. Not,
Maybe, yes.
Not machines for milking Mr. Duncan.
That's what it looks like.
Yes. Even though now I might do a search afterwards and see if there is such a machine.
Yes, perhaps a better way of putting that would have been, Mr. Duncan, there are machines for milking.
Yes.
Because it looked like you were suggesting that there is a machine that will milk Mr. Duncan.
It's a little bit like, let's eat grandma. Let's eat grandma.
Yes,
or
yes.
Let's eat grandma.
Oh, right. So what are we doing today, Mr. Duncan? What's the theme?
What was that then?
The theme.
What did you do then? You went into a sort of trance.
We both did, I think.
No, I wasn't. I am a million miles away from...
Can I press all these buttons here, Mr. Duncan?
I'd rather you didn't. You can press this one if you want. If you want to write to us, by the way, or sending an email, you can send an email if you want. Or perhaps you can make a donation. Maybe you can send a donation just to pay us to stay away. I think that's what we will do, Steve, in future. Maybe we should just get you to pay money to us not to do this. Welcome to Sunday in the Garden. I think it's safe to say that today's live stream is not going as I planned.
Well, of course, we've had a lot of rain in the last few days. It's sunny and dry today, and everybody is outside doing their gardening. So maybe we ought to, in the future, if we've had similar conditions whereby it's been raining and we then have some sun, maybe stay indoors. Olivaldo Bandera says, which country are you guys in?
England.
England. So is this the first time you've seen us? Because I'm guessing you would know.
Hello, Olivaldo Bandera or Bandera.
Which country are you in? Please let us know, and please let us know if this is the first time you've watched us. I'm suspecting it is.
We are playing the sentence game today, eventually, even though at the moment my nerves are almost completely destroyed. I have no nerves left in my body. Every one of my nerves have been shredded to pieces. Mr. Duncan and Mr. Steve live in Much Wenlock in England. For now, anyway.
The gardening centre of the universe.
I'm suddenly thinking maybe we should move.
How is life treating you, says Pedro? Well, all the better for you being on today, I would say. Send us a picture of your long flowing locks.
He means hair.
Yes, I do. Yes. So yes, all the better. Yes, I'm fine. I'm chipper. I'm well. I'm happy as I ever will be. I think I'm always happy when I'm on the live stream.
That might be the truest statement that Steve's ever in his life. I'm as happy as I'm ever going to be.
Jade,
I think that's brilliant.
Jade says it's going to be all right. You know, people are sending you good wishes, Mr. Duncan.
I'm as happy as I'm ever going to be. That might be today. Could someone write that down, please? Is there anyone good at calligraphy? Could you please just write that on a large picture frame? Put it into a picture frame. I'm as happy as I'm ever going to be. That might be the saddest thing Steve has ever said.
Valeria Contero says, welcome Olivaldo Bandeira from Brazil. So, Brazil. We've got a lot of people watching in Brazil.
Yes, we have.
Haven't we?
Pedro, of course, with his long hair.
Send us another picture.
Sorry? No, please don't. I don't know what Steve is after here.
At least 3 people watching from Brazil.
I think the tone of today's live stream has changed quite a lot, to be honest. It's like some sort of dating game.
People do want to play the sentence game.
Yes,
Mr. Duncan.
including me. We should have been playing it about 25 minutes ago. I was waiting for Steve. I don't know where. I still want to know where you actually. What were you doing for those 5 minutes?
You mean after I saw you?
You saw me. I said you've got 5 minutes. I'm playing a video. I went to get my shirt.
I didn't hear that.
And then you vanished, and I never saw you again until.
Well, I thought you said. I said to you, "Am I on in a minute?"
Yes.
And you said, "No, not yet."
Not yet.
I didn't hear you say.
Yes, I said.
minutes.
I said about 5 minutes.
I missed that bit. I must have tuned out.
Yes, you. By the way, if you are enjoying this, make the most of it, because this is being deleted. No one is ever going to see this live stream, ever, after this. So the moment I finish today, I'm hitting the delete button. This is going. You will never see this ever again.
He's joking. Oh, so are we going to play the sentence game, Mr. Duncan?
That's what I've been waiting.
I've been here nearly half an hour.
Yes. No.
Apart from the sentence game, are we doing anything else?
Well, besides listening to people's lawnmowers, enjoying the sound of their garden tools.
But there's nothing we can do about that, Mr.
There is
Duncan.
nothing we can do.
You're being somewhat unreasonable.
If I was a religious person, if I was religious, you see, I would pray now and pray that something might happen to their lawnmower. It will break, or stop working, or maybe they will let go of it and it will just run away and drive off.
Irfan says, please don't delete. So
at the moment, I feel like deleting everything.
It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. We'll watch it later, and we'll be laughing away at ourselves, thinking, "Oh, I can't delete this." We do watch it sometimes.
We do when it's good,
just to cheer ourselves up. But sometimes we have arguments when we watch it later, don't we?
We don't. No, you sulk. Because if I say something in the live stream and then we watch it later, Steve actually gets offended by it. Even though he was in the live stream with me. He says, I can't, why did you say that to me? And I say, what? He said, you said that. Why did you say that? And I say, well, it's just a live stream. It's not real life. It's just us on camera playing around and having a bit of fun. But
Beatrice is commenting that she would like some of our rain because they haven't had any for 4 months.
You are welcome to our rain. I will try to send some. I will try to send some rain to you.
We went about 2 months without rain, didn't we? Earlier on this year, in May. In May and June, it was practically dry. We didn't have any rain at all.
No.
That's probably why we've got lots of ants.
Yes. Probably. I'm losing the will here.
Why, Mr. Duncan? Why?
I don't know. It's just sort of there was so much noise, and then there was aeroplanes flying over, and then you didn't appear, and I just feel so crestfallen.
Well, I think just Mr. Duncan, we've just got to carry on.
Do you feel like doing the rest of this live stream without me?
No, you've got to stay here. It's your show.
It's quite easy. You see these things here on the screen. You just press them, and then they come up. You see. So, for example, if you were going to play the sentence game, this is what you do. You do this. If you were going to play. If you're going to play the sentence game, I just really want to just go and lie down on the lawn over there. If you want to play the sentence game, you can just press this button here. You see. Ding, 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 ding. Have you ever seen a grown man cry? Well, today you might. It won't be me though.
Don't worry, Mr. Duncan. I'll get revenge for you later, because I will go out at about 10 o'clock tonight with my lawnmower, because everybody here goes to sleep at about 8:30 in the evening.
Do they go to bed though?
Yes, everyone's lights are off at about 9 o'clock around here, because everybody goes to bed with the sun and gets up with the sun. The sun in the sky.
Oh, I see.
In the sky.
I don't know what you were suggesting then. I know people in the countryside can be a bit weird, but going to bed with your sun, maybe not.
Yes, no, people do. I've noticed that, particularly in the summer.
Yes.
When the sun goes down, people go to bed, and when they get up, when the sun gets up, they get up with the sun. Their lives revolve around the sun.
Could you please tell me what you're trying to explain?
I think they're sun worshippers around here.
Okay.
Of course, that's what ancient man used to do, because we didn't have artificial lighting. So people, when the sun went down, you probably went to bed, and then you got up when the sun came up.
Ifran says you should have seen the forecast before starting the live stream. Well, there's no forecast for whether or not people are going to use their lawnmowers. We don't have a lawnmower forecast. They should have, but it's a good idea. Maybe they should. Maybe they should have a map with little lawnmowers all over them, showing the areas where people are likely to use their very noisy lawnmowers, maybe, perhaps.
Well, there's no chance of this one that you can hear at the moment.
No.
Stopping anytime soon.
This is for the rest of the day. This is.
Yes. When she starts her lawn.
I wasn't going to get that personal.
It's like a 2-hour job.
It's a very long job.
We don't know what she does.
I sometimes fear. I have nightmares in bed. I wake up all sweaty and sticky, and I think maybe everyone in the village here watches this and they know exactly what we're saying about them.
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they all watch.
We hate you all. We don't really. Well, anyway, if they're watching now, they'll think, what an unprofessional show.
Yes, they probably are.
When are they going to do the word game?
When are they going to do the word game? And why was Mr. Steve so late when poor Duncan was sitting there waiting like an idiot? Here we go. Show her the sentence game.
Go on.
What Steve doesn't know, here's something Steve doesn't know. He doesn't know that when I came out here, a piece of this gazebo, the thing that I've put to cover us, was all over the place. It had all blown away. So I had to quickly rebuild this.
Oh, I see.
So I've had a hell of a day, to be honest. I put all this together this morning, and then we had these big gusts of wind. And then a big piece of it blew away. It was all sort of hanging off.
Which bit, Mr. Duncan?
This piece above us.
Oh, right.
So I had to fix it all back. So it was quite stressful, and that was about 3 minutes before I started. So it's been quite stressful. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had a stressful day. Maybe not as stressful as your day. I'm sure your day has been more stressful than mine, but it was a little strange. I don't normally tell anyone about these things, but today I think it's very important to let you know that things were not going well before I started today.
The trials and tribulations of
Yes.
Mr. Duncan's life. That's what we say, isn't it? The trials and tribulations. That's what you say to. That's an expression that you use to express somebody's pain and suffering in life. Trials and tribulations.
Oh, I've had trials. I've had strife. I've had
trouble and strife. That's another sentence you can use, another phrase.
So much trouble, so much strife. Lawnmowers, aeroplanes, strong gusts of wind blowing my equipment away.
Yes, it's an expression that shows how much you suffer in life.
Yes.
Trials and tribulations. And some people seem to suffer more than others, don't they? Anyone we know?
Wilson likes your hat.
I know that's about 2 people at least today.
About 2?
I've said they like my hat. It's a Tilly hat.
About 2.
The name is Tilly and it originates in Canada.
Canada. Are we getting royalties?
We're not. We'd like to, though.
Sorry, are we getting any reimbursement for saying the name of this hat company?
I'll just do a rotation so that people can see.
A rotation? Mr. Steve is now rotating.
Just to give you a full view of this magnificent hat. It's made of very heavy cotton.
Yes.
And it's robust and it will last a lifetime.
Well, it's the only way you can get any weight up there. There's nothing else.
If you lose it, the makers will send you another one free.
What if only the hat is left and then I lose you? Do I get a new Mr. Steve?
No one's replacing me, Mr. Duncan. I don't think they'd want to.
That's true. My life is about as good as it's going to get. I just absolutely love that quote. That has to be a brilliant quote.
Partridge says, Mr. Duncan and Mr. Steve, why don't you start a YouTube channel?
Sorry, I think isn't this a YouTube channel?
Yes, but maybe doing something funny.
Oh, I see.
Maybe let's drop the pretend. Let's forget about teaching English altogether.
Yes, I think we have, haven't we?
I think we have today. And just launch an entertainment channel, yes. And we can do impressions and impersonations.
What?
And I could do a bit of drag, maybe. Just do for a bit of humour. You've got to be very careful, of course, today if you're going to impersonate people, that you don't get on the wrong side of the woke movement.
Oh God!
Otherwise, we'll be banned from YouTube.
Steve doesn't know about woke. He learnt that word from me. Okay.
I didn't.
He asked me, "What word is current today?" And I say, "Today it's woke." People say woke today. That's the word everyone's using.
You have got to be very careful though at the moment.
Last year it was gender fluid.
Because people are easily offended now.
They are. People are too sensitive.
Too sensitive.
Too sensitive.
We think.
Yes. Well, I think, and Mr. Steve thinks.
Yes.
Is there anyone else here? It's just us two. But yes, we should have a YouTube channel. I don't know what this is. Are we just broadcasting into a tree?
When it rains, it pours is another great expression.
Yes. When things go wrong, they really do go wrong.
When it rains, when something goes wrong, it just doesn't go wrong a little. A lot goes wrong. That's what that expression is saying.
Eleanor says, "You are both so sweet. I admire your duet."
Tayeb says, "What's that noise?" Yes, this is what has been frustrating Mr. Duncan.
If you're wondering what that awful noise is, it's Mr. Steve's voice.
Are you saying I sound like a lawnmower, Mr. Duncan?
No, I'm saying that a lawnmower sounds like you. No, that is actually the lawnmower next door. Everyone now is out in their gardens cutting their grass because basically they have nothing else to do.
Well, I should be doing mine later.
Yes.
But I don't like to do it when it's wet.
But you're not doing it now.
I could do.
Because you have something to do now, you see. That's why you're not doing it.
That would Would that send you over the edge, Mr. Duncan, if I said, "Oh, I've got to go now,"
I'm over the edge already.
and then I started mowing my lawn? Would that make you literally crack up, Mr. Duncan? It's just a car, just a neighbour having somebody round, a visitor round. I know we don't get that here.
That's a delivery.
Oh, it could be for you.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a delivery or not. Do I have a delivery coming?
You've left a sign on the garage door to that effect.
Yes, I did say, if anyone wants to leave a parcel, leave it here, please.
I wonder if I took it down by mistake.
Or else I have to put my rubber gloves on. My rubber gloves and my big mask. I was wearing my mask yesterday. I was a very good boy. Mr. Steve didn't. I think Mr. Steve wants to become ill, you see.
What?
I think so, because he wasn't wearing his mask. I was wearing my mask. I was a very good boy. Very good boy.
Well, it is stressful at the moment. When
at this moment
we've been in lockdown for such a long period of time, and then you go outside, it's a little scary, because you tend to think that everybody has the bug, the virus, and it's just unnerving. You just want to get home, don't you, and out of the way of people who could be infected with viruses. What's Mr. Duncan doing? Viewers, Mr. Duncan, is he going to have an argument with the neighbour about the neighbour using the lawnmower? Between you and me, Mr. Duncan gets too upset about this sort of thing. You can't expect people not to be in their gardens in beautiful weather, doing things like mowing their lawns, doing gardening. Do you think I should call the police just in case there's an incident? Oh, he's back. There's more noise. I can hear more noise going on. Mr. Duncan's got his parcel. He's thought that I probably took the sign down telling the driver, the delivery driver, to not to leave it in the garage. So he's got his parcel.
I've got a parcel here.
You've got a parcel.
Would you like to see my address? This is where I live. If you want to come round for a cup of tea.
Maybe people might be able to read that bar chart, Mr. Duncan.
Well, that's not anything.
That could be the address on there.
Oh, I see, okay.
People might be able to scan those bars.
Do you remember that time when I showed the address like that and you went crazy?
Are you going to... Is that a present for me, by the way?
No, this is something I've ordered on the internet. The internet. This is where we are now. We are now on the internet. The internet has all sorts of interesting things, including us. And also, sometimes you can get a little parcel that comes through your letterbox as well.
You're going to open it and reveal?
Yes, I know what it is already.
Well, but other people don't know. I don't know. Millions of people watching you right now don't know.
It's something for you to watch. I got this at a very good price. So I decided... I've got to be careful here. I keep wanting to sort of move the envelope round.
I'm sure people could find out where we live if they really wanted to.
Okay, so there's our address.
Mr. Duncan, he's being a bit silly today.
It's right, I didn't reveal it. I'm going to get this tonight. He's going to really... This is the movie that I was talking to you about that we could watch, you see, 12 Monkeys.
Oh, right.
So I found it on Amazon, very cheap. They were giving them away, almost. So I thought, yes, they're very cheap. It was quite a good price.
Oh, who's that on there? Is that Pedro on the back, starring in that film?
Pedro?
Yes.
No, that's not Pedro. That's Brad Pitt. There, you mean? You think?
Yes.
You think that's Pedro?
Oh, that looks like Pedro to me.
That's not Pedro.
I think it is. Well, Pedro, you look like Brad Pitt with your long hair.
Is that you, Steve?
Thanks a lot.
That's Mr. Steve.
That's what I'll look like later. After Mr. Duncan has punished me for being late.
When I've beaten Mr. Steve up. So there is Mr. Steve and there is Pedro. You see, Pedro Belmont is Brad Pitt and Mr. Steve is Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis always looks beaten up in all the films he's in.
Yes.
He always takes quite a battering.
12 Monkeys.
Yeah, okay. Are you getting royalties on this, Mr. What's it about? Is it a horror film?
It's a science fiction film.
Science fiction?
It's ever so good.
I've never heard of it. Oh yes, people. Kawa knows the movie.
Yes.
Bye bye, Mr. Duncan. Says Rena, I think. I'm going to start working.
Oh, Lena has to go to work. Thank you very much for watching this, Lena.
Thank you
All I
very
can
much.
say is you have a lot of courage and willpower to sit through this.
Hello, Anna. Jade says you seem tormented.
Me?
Tormented.
Tormented. I'm
It's a good word.
Everything today I'm tormented by. Look, 12 Monkeys. We're going to watch this tonight. Do you want to watch this tonight, Steve?
Could do. Yes, I won't say no.
12 Monkeys.
Why is it called 12 Monkeys? Well, maybe it will be revealed when we watch it.
Yes, it's in the movie.
Bruce Willis, starring me and Pedro.
Yes. So, Mr. Steve, starring Mr. Steve, and, oh well, it says there Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt.
Somebody has written, Partridge has given us lots of, I presume they're smiles, smiley faces. I thought you liked cows, says Sergi. Yes, I was. Is there a film called 12 Cows?
I don't think there's ever been a movie connected with cows, ever. There should be. Maybe Pixar. They could have Cow Story. And it's all these cows in the field, and they're all having to deal with their everyday problems like sore udders. Oh, my udders are really hurting today. Oh, they're so painful. The farmer, he's so aggressive. The farmer, he grips them too tightly when he's milking me. Cow Story, coming to you soon. Coming to a cinema near you soon.
Irfan says, we're looking forward to Mr. Duncan writing a book. You certainly got a lot to tell, haven't you, Mr. Duncan?
I certainly have.
About your times in China.
Well,
I've often said to you, why don't you write a book about it?
Yes.
Because, well, it would be interesting, I think. 4 years teaching in China.
Yeah.
I think would make a very interesting book.
I have a feeling that the Chinese government might send an assassin over to sort me out, though, because if I reveal too much, you see, too much classified information. Uh-huh.
Sentence game.
Sentence game. Shall we play the sentence game?
Let's play it.
Let's play it. Oh, do you ever have one of those days?
I know I'm having one.
Do you ever have one of those days?
The sentence game.
Let's play the sentence game. The sentence game is something that we like to play. Normally we play it during the week, but I have been asked if we can play the sentence game on Sunday. So today is Sunday, isn't it, Steve?
Today is definitely Sunday.
Is it still Sunday?
We know that because everybody's out mowing their lawns.
They are. They're all outside. They have nothing else to do.
I'll be doing mine later, so I'll be annoying people later.
Yes.
I'm going out at midnight with a torch.
We should actually cut our grass at about 6:45 in the morning.
No, everyone's up then.
Oh yes.
They go. Don't forget, everyone goes to bed at 8:30 here and gets up with the sun at about 5 o'clock.
So, with their sun?
With the sun.
Oh, with the sun. Okay, then.
You know.
Shall we play the sentence game?
That fiery ball in the sky.
The sentence game today. We are playing the sentence game. We are playing the sentence game right now. I hope you're feeling excited by this.
There's only one thing that could make you even more upset, Mr. Duncan, and that's if the internet went down.
Well, it did earlier.
Oh, really?
Yes, we got red lines on the screen, which is always bad. I never want to see red lions. So it should be green, you see.
Red lions?
Red lines.
Oh, lines.
Yes.
Probably
best.
Not arrow, not lines.
Probably best not to pick me up on those sorts of things today, to be honest. Anyway, the
sentence game, the sentence game. Everybody likes the sentence game. Using the letter I, or is that an exclamation mark? Using the letter, or is it using the letter I?
No, it's not an exclamation
It's an
mark.
upside down exclamation mark.
Yes, because the exclamation marks are the other way up.
Well, I thought perhaps you've accidentally written it the wrong way up, you see.
Yes, okay then.
No.
Are we still on?
Using the letter I.
YouTube, now is your chance. I know YouTube has been wanting to do this for years. You can now cut me off if you want. Please, YouTube, please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, YouTube, please cut me off right now. Disconnect me.
No.
I'm saying these things to you now.
Mary is eating an avocado.
Okay, then I can't eat avocado, unfortunately, because my throat swells up and I turn...
He's allergic to avocados, whereas I love them, of course. I like avocados, but don't you find, Mary,
Yes.
that the problem with avocados is that when you buy them, they're never exactly ripe, exactly how you want them to be.
Jade says you are faking all of this. Trust me, can I just say something? This is not fake. How can that be fake? Why would I do this to myself? This is not fake. I can't begin to tell you how
And to think, I put a fence up for them.
Anyway.
Cost me £1,000.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Steve. Good one to say there.
Sentence game, the sentence game. Everybody's playing the sentence game. Come on, Mr. Duncan.
That's
Chin up.
no donations today for me. Right. Okay then. Jade, no, it isn't. This isn't fake. It isn't. This is real. What's happening now is real. This is all actually happening.
Yes, we just have to soldier on through, Mr. Duncan. Come on then, let's play the game. Calm down, Mr. Duncan.
I am calm.
You're not calm. You're anything but calm.
I am calm, but you know, it is a bit distracting when you're trying to present something.
Shahid says, please start the sentence game.
Shall we play the sentence game?
Yes.
Okay, let's play the sentence game, everyone. The sentence game coming up. Okay.
We're back.
We're going to play the sentence game now,
Finally.
even though
Just get on with it, Mr. Duncan.
it's just 8 feet away from me. It's very hard to concentrate. Here we go then, everyone. This is the sentence game using the letter I. It is definitely not an upside down exclamation mark. Here's the first sentence on today's sentence game. Would you like to have a go? Well, not you, Steve. Don't give the answer.
I won't give the answer.
Please. Because the other week Steve kept giving the answers and it's not for you. It's for the one person still watching out there. Here we go. Here's today's first sentence game using the letter I. Can you think of a word that begins with I? Not that. Just generally.
Irritate.
Idiot.
Irritate.
Irritating. Idiot. Imbecile. Pain in the... Oh, no, that doesn't work. They said I have been fired with something...
Beginning with I. Has it got to begin with I?
Yes, I've only said that about 12
Fired
times.
Right.
Today, I've only said it about 12 times.
I think I've got it. Got it.
I think you certainly have got it, Steve. There it is, see? There's I, next to your head now.
They said I have been fired with...
See, there it is. Little I saying hello. Hello.
I don't know what you're doing, Mr. Duncan.
There on the screen. You see that screen in front of us? That's us.
I know that's us.
And there is a little eye, look, next to you.
I can't see the eye.
There.
Oh, there. You mean that one? I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the camera. You see, Mr. Duncan's having a bad day. Let's put it this way. And he's not hiding it very much. So let's continue with the sentence game. They said, I have been fired with something effect, a word beginning with I. Now I will have a look at the live comments. Intolerant, says Rosa. Yes. Well, that is a word beginning with I, but I don't think it quite fits into this particular sentence. So, Vitas says immediate. Ezo has said immediate. Sujin says inflation. Really? Inflation? They said I could have been fired with inflation effect. Not sure about immense. Immense effect. That doesn't quite work. Sorry. Immediate. Definitely does work. A lot of people have said immediate. Ezo said immediate. Vitas. Inaki. Timur Rosa. We've got an answer, Mr. Duncan. Well, we've had several answers. We've said with... somebody said we could use the word immense.
Okay.
But immediate.
You see the 9 there? It has 9 letters.
Well, you didn't tell us that before, Mr. Duncan.
I was busy having a nervous breakdown on the lawn. I'm soaking wet now.
I'm going to have to deal with this later.
Why are people cutting their grass? It's soaking wet.
Well, Mr. Duncan.
Anyway.
Intolerant. Mr. Duncan is being very... We're beginning with I today.
Intolerant, you see? Intolerant.
Yes.
They said I have been fired. I think I'm going to be fired in a minute.
Fired. When we say fired, we mean you've lost your job. Your
Yes.
boss has sacked you.
Yes. So they've
Fired.
said you are dismissed.
Dismissed.
You have lost your job.
You are useless at your job. You're fired.
You're fired from your job
It means
because...
you've lost your job.
Yes. They said I have been fired with something effect. We are looking for a word beginning with I, and it has 9 letters. 9 letters. Ooh.
The only word that really fits is immediate.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay then.
You wouldn't be sacked with impatient effect or
No.
irrational effect.
No. Inexcusable. I like that one.
Yes.
I think
Who said that?
I think our behaviour today. I
that would fit.
I think everything today has been inexcusable.
The neighbours' behaviour has been inexcusable.
The neighbours, all of the neighbours coming out to ruin my live stream.
Fired with innocent effect. I don't think that quite
Innocent
works.
effect.
Innocent effect.
Shall we show the answer?
I think we know what it is. A lot of people have got it right.
Well, that's good.
And then we can swiftly move on to the next one.
I will swiftly move on to maybe another career.
They said I have been fired with
Ding!
immediate effect.
Immediate effect.
In other words, then you've lost your job straight away.
Straight away. No, nothing else. That's it now.
Immediate, you've got to go straight away. Pack
Now.
your bags, your
Now.
boxes, and go now.
Right now. Not
Yes.
later, now. With immediate effect means now. So don't wait around. Get your things, collect your things from your office, and get out. You're sacked. You're fired.
You could say that to me, couldn't you?
I might still be saying it to you.
You have been fired from the live stream with immediate effect.
What time is it?
I will cry.
I have no idea what time it is. It's 3:31. Oh, okay.
Instinctive effect. No,
Okay.
It's immediate.
We have given the answer.
word is immediate.
We have given the answer, by the way. Please don't guess anymore. We've given the answer.
On to the next.
'Cause here's another one. Oh, 2. We have 2 missing words, both beginning with the letter I.
One word, 10 letters. The second word, 14 letters.
14 letters. That is a very long word.
The smartphone case is...
Something.
Because it's virtually...
Something.
2 words beginning with I. One is 10 letters, one is 14.
Is it my imagination, or is this show starting to come together? It's starting
Finally.
to work. Finally, we have found our pace. It's working now. Suddenly it's working.
Yes, Inaki. Immediate and straight away are the same thing.
That's it. Something without hesitation, without waiting, without any pause. Immediate. With immediate. Now.
Straight away.
From this moment.
The word immediate would sound more urgent.
Now. Immediate.
You would use immediate to add a bit of weight or gravitas to what you're saying, wouldn't you?
Mr. Duncan, will you come into my office immediately?
Immediately.
Immediately.
Straight away.
Now.
Is a slightly milder form of immediate.
No waiting.
I would suggest.
This smartphone case is something because it's virtually something. So 2 things that we are looking for, 10 letters and 14 letters. That's amazing.
Yes, I'm struggling with this one, Mr. Duncan. I think I can get the last one, but not sure about the first word.
Yes.
Yes. Pilar, the irritating sound is gone, but it won't be gone for long.
No, I can still hear it. I can still hear the irritating sound.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Duncan. He means me.
Yes.
He means me.
That's what I was on about anyway. I was on about the irritating noise being you.
The smartphone case is... Do you know, I'm going to learn to imitate the sound of a lawnmower. And then whenever I want to annoy Mr. Duncan...
I thought you had.
The smartphone case is something beginning with I, 10 letters because it's virtually something beginning with I, 14 letters.
Okay, yeah. Something 10 and 14 we're looking for.
No,
Interesting.
nothing yet.
Oh.
Hurry up.
Actually, we have 1 or 2 correct answers for the first word.
Oh.
Yes.
Ah, right,
Yes.
okay.
So, yes, we have some correct answers. Correct answers coming through. Well done. We've lost so many viewers today. I can't begin to tell you.
No, I think we've gained them.
No.
I think we've gained viewers
Trust
because
me.
they are intrigued because they want to see us breaking down live on air.
I'm not sure about breaking down.
The smartphone case is... Can I read some of them out, Mr. Duncan?
Well, no.
Okay.
Don't read them out, because if you give the correct answer on there, then you're kind of giving the answer, aren't you? When you think about it. So I don't normally say such and such a person has got it right, because then people will see that and then they'll know it's the correct answer. So I like to keep you guessing, you see. I like to keep you guessing. Ooh.
Well, there's a couple of...
Yes, we've got... That's the same person each time. Please don't block anyone.
Did I...
Steve is now pressing all of the buttons on the screen, which means that someone... If you've just been blocked, it's not me, it's Mr. Steve, okay?
I accidentally... So that's proof that in the past...
Yes.
People have complained that they've been blocked and they don't know why. It's me. I accidentally do it.
Steve keeps blocking people.
Because when my finger's hovering over the live chat,
Okay.
if it goes on to somebody's name, if I accidentally press somebody's name, touch somebody's name, you get these options coming up.
Yes.
And one of them is block.
Yes.
And I must have done that in the past or past. You can pronounce that in 2 ways. In the past or in the past.
I feel so tired.
Well, I'll make a cup of tea and a tea cake
We'll be watching,
in about 20 minutes.
We're watching 12 Monkeys tonight.
Is that going to cheer you up, though?
No, not really. It's a pretty depressing film.
Well, maybe we should watch some comedy instead.
Okay, my cock is ready.
Pardon? The noisy one, Mr. Duncan.
That's a very noisy cock. That's my neighbour's cockerel. It's very noisy. So, I'm tired.
Would you like to live next to... Well, imagine this, Mr. Duncan. Imagine if one of our neighbours had chickens.
Well, some of our neighbours do. They have a... Well, my neighbour's cock wakes me up every morning. I'm woken up, and because we have the windows open now because it's summer. Well, it's supposed to be summer. It doesn't feel like summer. So we have the windows are open, and in the morning you can hear that sound all around here. So that means time is up, you see. So
Okay.
so when my cock appears,
Cockerel, Mr. Duncan. He's in a very strange mood today.
when my cockerel appears, well, there it is. You saw my cockerel then. When my cockerel, you can say cock. That's all right. Well, that's what we used to call it when we were young.
Cock of the walk.
Oh,
If you're cock of the walk, it means that you're the most attractive person. Usually a man who's very confident, handsome, always has something to say. Cock of the walk.
Are we really looking at phrases now to do with cock?
Well, I just thought I'd throw that
probably-
in.
It's probably best not to go down that road, to be honest. Here we go then. This smartphone case is something because it's virtually something. So here come the answers.
Faster, Mr. Duncan.
We have some beer in the fridge, don't we?
We do. We've got one bottle.
In the fridge.
One bottle.
There is a bottle of beer in the fridge, and I have a feeling we might be drinking that later.
Jamila is actually waiting for the answer, so I
Yes.
think people are trying to hurry us up a bit.
The answer is coming. Here it is. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind, and it is bing, bing, bong, bong.
Incredible and indestructible.
Incredible.
Incredible.
And-
Amazing.
Indestructible. Indestructible. So something incredible is amazing. This smartphone case is incredible because it's virtually indestructible. Indestructible.
Ah, but could we have had the word impressive?
You got,
Mary has suggested the word impressive.
Steve, stop blocking people. Okay,
That would
impressive.
fit, wouldn't it?
Impressive, yes. You could probably have impressive. I think it
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
It's 10 letters. So yes, Mary,
Yes.
the word impressive would fit there as well.
Yeah, you see, 10 letters. Impressive. So you can say incredible, something that's good, something that's impressive.
Or, as Andy said, invaluable.
Yes. I'm not-
Invaluable would fit.
I suppose so, yes. Something invaluable, something that's useful, something that you can't live without is often described as invaluable. Now the pigeons have started.
Interesting.
Clear
yes,
off.
it says Valeria. This smartphone case is interesting. Yeah. If it's indestructible, it's interesting as well.
Yes, something that's tough, something that does not break easily. Unfortunately, I am not indestructible. I'm very fragile. I'm very delicate.
And Valeria, you suggested the word impressive. Impressive fits
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
So, yes, well done. A lot of very different answers, all words beginning with I that
Yes.
do fit in and are 10 letters long.
Incredible, because it's indestructible, like Captain Scarlet, which is a kids' TV show we used to watch when we were kids. Interesting reference there.
Indispensable's only got... Yeah, no, that one doesn't quite work.
No.
But that's 13 letters. But yeah, I mean, it fits. It fits. Indispensable. But it's not 10 letters. But it would fit if we
That's
weren't
it.
restricting the letters.
Yes.
It would have
if,
fitted.
if you could put any word in there that you wanted, although anything would fit in there then, wouldn't it?
No, we are saying impressive does fit. It does fit. Impressive.
Yes.
It's impressive.
Yes.
but incredible probably would be slightly better. This is a tough sentence, says Venkat. Yes, it is. It's quite a tough one.
Yes.
But then we're, testing all levels of English knowledge.
That's it. We are certainly testing today. We're all being tested, including me.
Inadequate. Well, you could use the word inadequate if it hadn't had the word indispensable as the last word. If you had said 1, 2, 3...
Is it time to go yet?
You could say that it was inadequate because it fell apart.
Yeah,
or something.
Something inadequate means it does not come up to the standard that you want.
Next sentence.
It doesn't. Yes, next sentence. For goodness' sake.
Faster.
Oh. Here's another one. What? I wonder what that said then. He likes to something himself.
That doesn't begin with I, though.
Well,
okay.
He likes to something himself in his work. Oh.
Begins with I, 7 letters. Keep it clean.
I didn't notice, you see, when I wrote that this morning. I didn't notice that actually looks a little rude. He likes to something himself in his work.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
It's fortunately it doesn't. Oh. He likes to something himself in his work. 7 letters.
7 letters. All one word.
He likes to something himself in his work.
We've got one answer. Yes.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you also, Maura. Thank you very much for your guesses.
Yeah, and a lot of them are fitting.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, if you want to do a dirty word, I mean, we won't punish you.
I can't think of any words that are rude that begin with I.
It's a good job, isn't it? Really, it's a good job.
I'm glad it doesn't begin with M.
Yes. Well done.
Are we still on? So, has anyone got any ideas?
Yes, we have. We
have quite a few coming through.
Immerse.
Okay then.
Immerse, says Anna. And Maura was the first, actually, to say immerse. So well done to you.
Why well done?
Anna. Well, because she was the first to use the word.
That's good. No, that's okay.
Immerse. But Anna has also used the word immerse. And so has Jamila.
Well, everyone will now.
No, but this is... No, this was going back before.
Yes, but...
we've also got improve. Improve, which fits as well. Johnny, well done.
Johnny, remember me.
Iraqi.
That was a good song, that was.
Indulge.
By the I think it was I want to say the Tornadoes, but that doesn't sound right. Johnny, remember me, 'cause I'll always remember till the day I die. They'll hear me cry, Johnny, remember me.
Wasn't it also by that other group? Johnny. No, call me. Who's that?
I don't know.
He's got that strange sort of voice, sounds like it's going down the back of his throat.
Are you talking about Fine Young Cannibals?
Yes.
Fine Young Cannibals.
Johnny.
That's a different song though.
Oh yeah, but it's got Johnny in it.
I thought mine's... What?
Improve, indulge, well done, Irfan. 1, 2, 7, that's 7. You could improve, you could indulge, emerge. Oh, immerse, I think you meant there, Maria. Emerge means to come out of somewhere. He emerged from his cave.
Great.
The caterpillar, the caterpillar emerged from its chrysalis. Something coming out of somewhere.
Yes, if you come out of somewhere,
you emerge. But immerse means to get yourself involved.
Tom Cruise emerged from the closet.
Well, we are going to be struck off now, Mr. Duncan.
No, he was just in there.
Oh, I see.
He's got
in
one
his
of those.
room.
He's got a big. You know those closets that are big. You can walk into them. You can go inside them, and he came out because he just put a nice tuxedo on because he was going to the premiere of his latest Mission Impossible film. You see, he emerged from the closet.
Mission Impossible 64.
Some people might say he came out of the closet.
Yes.
But he emerged from the closet.
A room where he keeps all his clothes.
That's it.
That's an interesting, because we don't really use that word in England, do we?
We don't say closet. No, we say wardrobe.
Wardrobe. But a closet in America, they often have. Well, anyone who's quite wealthy in this country, we would call it a dressing room.
Yes.
But if you have some people have a room specifically in their house where they just get changed. I mean, most people.
Well, don't we have a room in the house where we get changed?
I know, but I mean, most people keep their clothes.
We don't take our clothes off in the garden.
No, I meant most people keep their clothes in a wardrobe in their bedroom.
Like a cupboard. A cupboard,
a wardrobe.
Okay.
But if you're very posh and you've got a big expensive house, then you don't keep your clothes in your bedroom. You keep them in a separate room, in a wardrobe, sort of lovely wardrobes and built in. And then you go to that room, and then you go to your bathroom, wake up, go to your bathroom, get a shower, and then you go into your closet or your dressing room to get dressed. But you've got to have a posh house to have a special room just to get changed into. We haven't got a closet or a dressing room.
And we're certainly not in it.
Our bedroom and dressing room are one and the same.
We're certainly not in the closet. He likes to imagine.
Well, you see, that word can be used two ways, can't it?
Yes, anyway.
But we won't go into that.
Moving on to the current situation, which is this is only the third one. The third sentence game. I've normally done about 7 by now. So this is the third sentence game. 7 letters.
Improve, yes.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, Mr. Steve.
Yeah, we didn't have it for the last one.
We did?
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Go on, say it.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Like that.
That's a male hen.
Yeah. A male hen.
A male hen. Yeah.
A male hen. Otherwise known as...
a cockerel.
What's a rooster?
That's a female hen, I presume.
A rooster?
I think so.
A rooster is not a female hen.
Male hen?
It's a male hen. So,
okay.
So what's the cockerel then?
I don't know.
What's a cockerel?
I think it's just the same thing.
So who goes with the hen then?
The cockerel does.
The cockerel. But what about the rooster?
The rooster does as well. If it's a male hen.
Both of them go with the hen.
Yes.
That's perverse.
That's chickens for you.
That's disgusting.
I don't know the difference between a rooster and a cockerel.
We've noticed.
Maybe somebody could look that up for us.
We've noticed that.
Maybe a rooster is just a male hen that sort of sits somewhere.
Anyway, moving on.
Maybe somebody could look it up for us and tell us.
He likes to something himself in his work. The answer is ding, immerse.
Right.
Moving
on.
Well
done. On to the next.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
I think most people have already gone because they're bored waiting for the next sentence game to come up.
Okay, the next sentence game is coming up right now.
Rattle through these, Mr. Duncan.
Yes, okay. Let's just put
10 minutes and it's tea and tea cake time.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. And then I can...
Anna says it's the dream of almost every woman to have a room only for wardrobes and clothes. Yes, that's true.
But there might be some men as well. That's a bit sexist. That's a bit sexist. How dare you? I am going to protest in the street. I'm coming round to your house and I'm going to tear your statue down. I am.
Palmyra's back. She says hello again. Hello, Palmyra.
Palmyra just could not stay away. She was wondering whether or not we were still here, or maybe it was just flames. Just flames.
She thought, I'm not watching this rubbish, I'm going off somewhere else. But then she thought, well, I wonder what's going on.
I think she's gone to watch 12 Monkeys. 12 Monkeys.
Answer, please, says Helen. We've given the answer, but yes, we're on to the next one now.
The next sentence game
Let's do one a minute for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, here's a good one, Steve.
Right. She divorced him due to his 10 words beginning with I. Go.
Okay, the answer is... Let's just put them all up on the screen at the same time.
She divorced him due to his something.
What?
10 letters beginning with I.
Yes. Impotence.
I was about to say that. Is that 10 letters, Mr. Duncan? I am
impotent.
I think it's 9. It's very close.
It was so close.
Impotency. Is that right?
Yeah. It's like, why are you 6?
She divorced. That's how I count, Mr. Duncan.
Oh, dear.
She divorced him due to his what? And of course, don't forget there is a slight delay. So when we speak, when you hear us speaking now, this word now that I'm saying, this sentence, we've actually said it. How many minutes before you actually hear it?
Minutes.
Or is it seconds?
It's 30 seconds.
There's a 30-second delay.
But the problem is, by the time they see that, we're already saying something else. You see, it's almost it almost blows your mind doing this, because you have to remember there are delays. You see, delays. So when we say something, it will be another 30 seconds before you hear it or see what we're doing. But then, by then, we're already saying and doing something else, because it's still 30 seconds.
Palmyra says, you're in a very good mood. Tune in to the beginning of when I came in and you will see a very different mood.
But you won't see it because I'm going to delete this.
No, you're not. No,
this
you're
is
not.
never seeing the public.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Michael. We've got 2 good suggestions already.
Rooster and cock are synonyms.
Ah, right.
So cockerel and rooster are basically the same thing.
We thought so. Thank you, Jamila. I was wrong. I thought it was a female, but of course it
Thank you,
isn't.
Jamelia.
I think if you're roosting, it means you're sort of resting, perched somewhere.
I'm not very familiar with roosters. However... What? Complete that sentence if you can, if you dare. She divorced him due to his very small... Oh, sorry. No. She divorced him due to his what? And it's not impotence.
It's very close to that. Well,
it's
the opposite.
It's actually the very opposite.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite. Yes. It's the opposite.
We know impotence doesn't fit because it's 9 letters.
That's it. And it's not that. It's literally, it's the opposite. If you imagine the opposite of impotent, it's literally the opposite. The opposite.
Due to his... come on, we've got enough answers now, I think. Michael was first, I think.
Oh, thank you. Don't say what it is. Try not to say what it is. Just sort of, yes. Congratulations to everyone. Yes, Johnny, remember me. Anna Rita and Sergi.
Well.
Oh, immaturity, says Daisy.
Yes.
Well, that might apply to us too, as well.
But you could divorce someone due to that. Well done, Daisy Cow. And we like that name because we like cows.
Yes, we love cows.
But I think the answer that a lot of people have got is the correct one.
That's it. Here it comes. Here comes the answer. Mr. Cockerel, do your thing. Or Mr. Rooster, of course. The answer is... Bing!
Infidelity. But...
Infidelity.
Immorality would work as well. Sujin.
Yeah.
Immorality, yes.
Immorality, yeah.
But because if you are If you are sleeping with somebody else outside your marriage, then that is definitely what's the word I'm looking for?
You're digging the hole.
Immature, yes.
Immature,
Immaturity.
yes. So
infidelity.
So infidelity.
Immorality is the word. Sorry, yes, Sujin.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else you want to shout out? Is there anything else you want to shout out? Infidelity is when a person is seeing another person on the side, you see. So maybe he's married.
Sexually.
He's married, but he's seeing another person, another woman. Of course, it can work the other way around as well.
Yes.
I mean, women can also be or have infidelity. Yes, they can be. They can go off and find a nice hunky man, maybe a sexy gym instructor.
Where? Oh,
Not here. So maybe the woman. So maybe the wife can also get attracted to another man. He goes, oh, well, my husband's old and fat and bald.
Jade says,
but he's not. He's hunky. Ooh, I think I'm gonna. I might have a chat to him.
Jade's going to divorce her husband because of his immobility.
Immobility. That's good.
He can't move.
He's bone idle.
Yes,
he never moves.
Maybe that means that he's not interested in hanky panky, immobility.
Okay, well,
could be impatience.
A person who
would you divorce someone for being impatient?
I would. I'm thinking of it now, actually.
If your husband was impatient with you, would you divorce? I don't think that would stand up in a court. I don't think you could divorce someone for impatience.
No, it doesn't sound like a reason.
Or immobility.
Yes.
But definitely infidelity.
What about stupidity?
That doesn't begin with I, Mr. Duncan.
Stupidity.
Inactivity.
Stupidity.
Well, you might want to divorce them for that, but you might not get half the estate if you tried that one. Jade says yes, muscles and tattoos. You started something with Jade,
really,
and the gym instructor.
The gym instructor. So maybe the hunk at the gym, who gives the classes. Maybe that's why you go to the gym. You see, you're not interested in exercise. Well, you might be a certain type of exercise with the gym instructor. So. Oh,
we've got 1 minute. Can we get another one in, Mr. Duncan?
1 minute, really? But it's 4 o'clock already.
I was late, so we could go a few minutes over.
It is a good one. Your child is so something and something. It's not fat and ugly, by the way. Before anyone suggests that, it's not fat and ugly.
But it's got to begin with I.
Yes.
So your child is so something beginning with I with 11 letters.
That's it.
And something beginning with I with 8 letters.
8 letters.
I've got a bit of wind, Mr. Duncan.
Did you just burp then? Mr. Steve just burped.
It's a bit of wind.
What is that?
I think it's the ants.
It's garlic.
It's the ants, or the acid in the ants.
Your breath smells like lamb shank.
Thank you. Infraction. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, Andy. There's a good word. Going back to the last one, divorced because of an infraction.
Okay.
And of course, infidelity would be an infraction. You've broken something.
Do you have any answers to last week's sentence game at all?
Well, I just thought I saw that and thought, that's very good.
Infraction is good, yes, an infraction. Infraction.
You've deviated away from set rules.
Yes, you should have stayed. You should have stayed
Pigeon.
On the road, but you went off. You went off.
Infraction.
You went off and did something else.
That you shouldn't have done. Infidelity being that infraction. So yes, that word would definitely fit.
Yes. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock, just after, and this is the final sentence game, and then I am going into a dark room to take a very long sleep. Can you believe I'm here tomorrow? I'm here tomorrow. I'm doing one of my extra English live streams tomorrow from 2 p.m. UK time. I'm here again tomorrow. I'm hoping that I will be a little less stressed tomorrow. I hope so. Your child is so something and something. 11 and 8, beginning with the letter I. Intelligent. That's
Yes.
10.
Ah, right. Doesn't quite. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Assuming it's 2 L's.
Yes, there are 2 L's in intelligent.
That is correct then.
But
INTELLIGENT.
apparently to be classed as intelligent, you must know how many L's are in intelligent, the word intelligent.
So that would be correct. And Daljit used that word first. So well done. So Sujin has Mary Glue. Keep wanting to say Mary Lou. Mary Glue. Anna. Alessandro. But what's the last word?
Ah, yes, we've got 1 or 2 answers actually, 1 or 2 correct answers.
Child is so
Yes,
impertinent,
yes,
which of course would fit
yes.
as long as the 8th word makes sense.
That's it. So you're talking about 2. Bless you. See, there we go.
Ah,
That is the only.
alas.
That's the only bless you are getting ever again. Never again. There will be no more. No more bless yous.
See, I can't think of a word beginning with I for 8 letters.
Okay then.
So I'm struggling there.
So these 2 words we're looking for are similar. They're similar words actually, similar in meaning. Sometimes you will do this if you are saying something. Quite often you might use similar words because you are trying to express how annoyed you are or angry or upset. So you are trying to get your point across. Your child is so...
See, Andy's got 2 words beginning with I. 1 11 and 1 8.
Nguyen van Hip.
But
or
they
Heap.
don't really go together.
Nguyen van Heep says, your child is so good looking. That doesn't sound like a thing you should be saying to
You
anyone. You never go up to someone and say, oh, hello, your child is very good looking.
Intricate. You wouldn't describe a child as intricate.
Not in this country. Never say that in this country.
Intricate. That would be used to describe an inanimate object. You know,
Yes.
something
Well, something confusing, puzzling.
intricate.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe a device or a machine. Something that has lots of tiny parts, like a watch.
You wouldn't describe a human being as intricate.
You might say a watch is intricate.
Intricate.
It has lots of tiny parts.
Lots complicated, difficult to make. But you only use that to describe objects, not living things. Well, you could, not a human being. Anyway.
No, I think a person can be
Intricate.
intricate.
I don't think you could describe a person as intricate.
Their character. Maybe they have an intricate character. Maybe
Yes.
they're a complicated person.
But not them themselves.
I know one of those.
Intemperate. Well, that would fit, definitely. So that means somebody who's got a bad temper. But are we looking for something positive to say about this child?
No, these children are really annoying. They're the worst children you've ever met.
There's a clue. Ah, right.
It's gone so quiet now. Why wasn't it
Yes.
Why wasn't it this quiet earlier?
Venkat, I think, is the first person to get 2 words that fit. Yes, I think that's correct. Is that not, Mr. Duncan? N-T-O-L-E-R-A-B-L-E-I-N-S-O-L-E-N-T. Well done, Venkat. Intolerable and insolent.
You'll see.
That fits. That fits definitely. Tomek says intolerant. Intolerant, that would fit. Impolite is a 8 letters that would definitely fit in the last one. Impolite.
Welcome to summer 2020.
Intelligent, some people have put. Yes, intelligent, that fits. It depends what the second word is.
Shall we have the answer?
Go on.
Just put me out of my misery, please.
The answer, according to Mr. Duncan,
is, well, it's not according to me. This is the game that I've created. This is my creation, by the way. I hope no one steals this idea, like all my other ideas that everyone keeps stealing and using.
They already have.
They already have, probably. Someone somewhere is also playing the sentence game. They've stolen it from me. I invented this. This is mine. My invention. I'm the best. I'm the best. The answer is bing. There we go.
Impertinent. Well, Lewis got impertinent.
Oh. Well done, Lewis.
Impertinent. I don't think anybody else got impertinent. No.
So the child, or the
impertinent. Well done, Lewis.
The child is impertinent and impolite. You are saying that child is so rude. It's a child that won't do what it's told.
Or insolent.
Insolent. Yes.
Lewis says insolent as well.
Insolent.
That would fit.
Impertinent and insolent.
Yes.
Rude. Impolite. So sometimes you do meet children, don't you? So sometimes if you're sitting in, I don't know, maybe you were in a cafe and at the next table there is a family and their children are just running around making a noise, being really annoying, making so much noise, and you just want to go over there and say, would you mind controlling your children a little bit better?
But you could definitely use, Andy, intemperate. So you could use your first word. Intemperate is 11 words, because that would go with the fact that would go with impolite as the second word. Impulsive, does that fit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But it doesn't make sense in the sentence. We don't think
Yes.
we normally describe a child as impulsive.
Yes, impolite.
Anyway, those are the answers to this one.
But other ones that people have come up with do fit.
Yes, they do fit, even though... So, impertinent and impolite.
Sergio says incredibly and idiotic. Oh, if it hadn't got "and" in there, that would have fitted.
Yeah, your child is so incredibly idiotic. I like that. That's good.
A lot of people have put intelligent, but that is an 11-letter word, but it doesn't fit. You've got to have a word that goes with that. So if you're saying your child's intelligent, that's a compliment. So you would have to have a second word that's in complement as well for this sentence to work.
That's it. But these are negative. They're both negative. We're going now.
Irreverent. That fits. No, it doesn't. Anyway, we're going.
Yes, it's time to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed whatever this was. And that brings to an end the sentence game for today.
It looks like we're about to start it again. Because you just put up the
We should have had the little Jazz in Paris.
Did you forget to take your tablets today, Mr. Duncan? Is that why you're
or maybe
in a strange way?
Maybe I've just taken too many. Which is at the moment a very good idea. we could have had a little dance to sort of get everything off our chest. You see, to get everything off our chest, we could have had a little dance. Steve likes my robot dance, don't you?
I do.
You do.
I've always admired your robot dance, Mr. Duncan. He thinks he's C-3PO from Star Wars.
Oh, 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 what a desolate place this is. Oh, where do you think you're going? I'm not going that way. It's far too rocky. Anyway, how do you know there are any settlements over there? Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, boop. That sort of thing.
That is an actual line
from Star Wars.
From Star Wars, because Mr. Duncan knows every line.
Yes, I can actually watch Star Wars, and I've memorised every line.
He has, I'm not joking.
What's the first line in Star Wars?
Hello?
Did you hear that? Is the first line. And the last line is...
Goodbye?
He'll be all right. Oh. Yes, it's true. You check tonight. You watch Star Wars tonight. Did you hear that? Is the first line spoken by C-3PO. And then the last line is... He'll be all right. And
I have watched Star Wars with Mr. Duncan, and he keeps coming up with the words, the sentences that the actors are going to use a fraction of a second before they do it. It's very annoying.
It is annoying. I
assure you it's very
annoying.
Yes,
I often do the same with songs as well. If I'm watching a song video on the TV, I will actually sing a bit of the song before it comes on. And then Steve starts punching me, hitting me, striking me, clawing at me.
I never punch you, Mr. Duncan.
No, well, not in the face anyway.
No, it must never be visible to you.
It always has to be below the shoulders. That's my rule. Don't damage this. This is my twinkle. This is my thing. This is my passport. My passport to internet fame.
Venkat says it's time for the tartar thing.
Yes, the tartar thing. Do you fancy a little dance? I feel like I need to get this out of my system. So before we go, we're going to have a little bit of Jazz in Paris. But you have to dance as well. Are you okay, Steve?
I've got an itchy nose. I think I've got an ant.
Yes. So who wants to have Jazz in Paris? You might not be able to hear it, so you have to listen carefully, Steve, when it's playing. It's not playing yet.
Hark. Is it playing now?
Not yet. I'm just asking, does anyone want Jazz in Paris? But you must join in. Okay, here we go. Here comes Jazz in Paris. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
Do you know, Mr. Duncan,
Sorry?
That must look very odd if someone was to be watching us doing that. That would look very, very odd indeed.
There are people there.
I meant in the real world, out here.
The real world?
I meant in our world here. Because I have, in the past, walked past when you've been doing this.
You okay?
It looks very odd.
Do you need to lie down?
I'm perfectly fine. I'm fit and healthy, Mr. Duncan. You know me.
Okay, then.
I've had my morning constitution.
I had mine as
that
well.
That means exercise.
Oh, okay. They're going now.
I hope you were all dancing to that, or dancing.
Okay.
You're being posh. I shall go and put the kettle on, Mr. Duncan.
Mr. Steve is going to make a cup of tea, and we're going to have a tea cake as well. You will never see this episode. It will never see the light of day, so make the most of it.
No, no.
This will be gone soon, and I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing after this live stream, to be honest.
You're having a cup of tea and a tea cake, and I'm going to put it on now. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. It's been wonderful. It's been lovely being here, and we're going to watch a film later.
We're going to watch 12 Monkeys, starring Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt.
Pedro.
Oh, okay. If you say so. See you later, Steve.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Steve. See you. Bye. Thanks for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, because we are doing some extra live streams during the month of July. Oh my goodness. It's incredible. And of course, until the next time we see each other here on YouTube, whenever that will be, tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday, or even on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have episode 100 of English Addict. Wow. See you later. Catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, give me a lovely thumbs up. Or maybe the phone number of a psychiatrist. That would also be very welcome. See you later. Take care. And of course, you know what's coming next. Until tomorrow, this is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English, saying thanks for watching. See you later, and ta-ta for now.